Hi, I'm Cameron, a professional potter, and I'm here today to teach you how to make a plant pot. There's no single way to make a plant pot, but today we're going to make a pinch pot. That's because we're making a smaller piece that's around hand size, so this is the quickest and easiest method of doing it. If you have a specific plant in mind that you want to make the pot for, I'd suggest using the pot as a reference, and we're going to do that as we go along. Just bear in mind it's going to shrink about 10%, so you want the pot a little larger than your reference. Let's get started. Okay, we've got our ball, so I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to push my thumb into the middle, and what this does is starts forming the basis of the pot. So we've got our wall and we've got our floor at the bottom, and then I'm just going to slowly start rotating the clay in my hands and using a thumb and a finger to pinch the clay together and start forcing it upwards, trying to keep my finger and thumb the same distance from each other so we don't end up with any thin points or thick points. So now we've got the makings of a nice pinch pot. I'm just going to test the fit with my plant. So it doesn't quite fit, so I'm just going to add a coil onto the top of the pinch pot. We could pinch the walls up a little higher, but I'd be worried about going too thin, and that's going to impact the structure of our finished piece. So I've simply rolled out a coil that's going to add an additional 2 centimeters onto the pot, which should bring us to the height that we need for the plant. So as per usual, I'm just going to slip and score to attach the two pieces together. So I'm going to score the top of the rim, and then I'm going to score the base of the coil. So we'll just add some slip to one side of the piece, and then I'm going to add the coil. And then we'll slip and score the attachment point, then bring it together. And then I'll just use the metal rib just to give the outer surface a nice smooth. Okay, so now we've got a slightly larger pot. Let's just do the test fit once again. I'd say that's pretty perfect. So now let's make the feet. You can make the feet however you want, whether it's a coil or anything else. I'm just going to make a slab built triangle here. So I'm just going to use a metal rib to cut 3 triangles. I'll just use the first one as a template for the next. So I'm going to attach 3 feet because it's going to balance itself. So we'll just flip over the pot and let's attach the feet. So I'm just going to do a test fit first. We'll just mark where the feet are going to sit. So now we'll just score the pot and then we'll score the matching feet. Next we'll add the slip and we'll push the feet on. If you're having trouble with them deforming, you can let them dry for half an hour or an hour so they're a little firmer when you attach them. And then, applying a bit of downwards pressure, I'm just going to use the wooden modelling tool just to smooth them into the body of the pot. So we'll just check the attachment. They seem to be okay, but if you've got any gaps or anything you want to fill in, just use a little bit of fresh clay and just force it into the joins. So now we'll leave that to dry and we'll come back and we can finish off the pot.